What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Universim. My name is Splattercat, and we are checking out the Steam release of the game, essentially. I mean, it's released on Steam. I don't know what to say about this one. So it's been out on Steam for a while, but this is apparently like their official Steam release. I don't know what magical marketing, branding voodoo they're trying to pull there, but it's been on Steam for a while. And this is apparently, I got an email saying, it's now out on Steam. And I was like, I'm pretty sure it's been out on Steam, hasn't it? But they got a new patch on out. This is apparently the one that they are ready to push and promote to the public. The game is still in alpha right now, so it's still like missing content, but we've got like a shiny new loading screen, or I guess a shiny new title screen over here that actually showcases some of the skyscrapers and other stuff you can build once you get further on down the tech tree. I don't know how far it goes right now. The last time we played the game, you could only get to like the beginning of medieval times, but I'm willing to give it a shot. This is one of those games that's been in development hell for a while, and I still like it, regardless of how long it's taken to get moving. I still like the game, and it's been fun watching it develop, and so I feel like we're going to follow it up today and check it out with a little video series, okay? So first things first, we got to start ourselves a new life. Let's dive on in. I heard there's a new narrator or something. Like, I heard that the game is like narrated, like Leonard Nimoy style now. So you've got like that Civ 4 feeling to it. It makes it much more immersive. I'm excited to see what that's like. Let's find out, shall we?
Wake up. Wake up, creator. This is the beginning of your story. It starts with nothing. Nothing but an infinite void. However, you, with a single touch, can awaken the light.
Touch? Poke. Oh my god, I created a universe.
So the universe sprang into being. Worlds filled with endless potential were scattered into the beyond. They formed into many different shapes and sizes. And while most were doomed to drift among the cosmos barren and alone, others flourished. These few planets soon became home to the greatest phenomenon of all. Life. However, life is a peculiar thing. It comes and goes as swiftly as a bit of space debris burning up in an atmosphere. A creator's purpose was always that of an observer, to simply admire the fleeting beauty of life's beginnings and ends. Yet, this balance could never last. The issue with allowing a species to evolve independently is that they always fail to do so. For life to have a better chance of succeeding, it needs a helping hand. Ah, here we are. Welcome to Mother Planet. This is a rare sight, for it came to be that there was day and night, warmth and cold, and water to flow through the planet's veins. The soil was rich with minerals, which gave rise to a thick blanket of green. The perfect ecosystem was formed. It is no wonder, then, why life has chosen to inhabit it. A new species has been born, and they need guidance. This is your purpose now. Their very existence rests in your hands.
That's a terrible decision. You don't want to do that. I've been me my entire life, and I can tell you right now, that's a terrible decision. You made the wrong call, deity. You made the wrong call. We need an epicenter to start our society. And I wanted to look around for resources and stuff first. I prefer to play like at an angle like this. That might bother some of you, but I don't like it when I've got like a perfect perpendicular view down on the planet. It bothers me. Well, this area looks okay because we got stone supply right there, stone supply right there, berry supply right there, forest supply right there. Big old lake full of water. What's on this opposite side over here? Is like a little lake. We're going to need a backup supply of water too. So I'm thinking like right here is kind of where I want to be. It lacks forageables, which is the part that worries me. But we should be able to expand around that edge anyways and make this thing happen. What kind of weird creature is that right there? Hold on. You there, strange creature that apparently I created. It's like a little bear sloth. All right, cool. I can barely stand the sight of that sloth. Away from him. Our epicenter. Yeah, put it right there.
Take a look at your new subjects. They're called Nuggets, largely because of their body's apparent inability to keep itself in one piece. Adahi and Elu, the architects of their species. They are the founders of everything that Nuggets will ever know or achieve.
So, like,
Nuggets are all unique to one another. Although there are some things that are shared between Nuggets, these include the need for certain essentials like food and water, a stable roof over their heads, and an occasional nap. They want to learn, build, discover, and create. It would all be quite inspirational if they also didn't happen to be the species that initially thought their shadows were trying to eat them.
it might turn out to be a small logistical issue. You know, like, if your shadow's trying to eat you, then you've got kind of like an inverse Peter Pan thing going on. It's trying to catch you instead. I'm not feeling that. What is that right there? Oh, yeah, the archive. That's where I can save my game. I forgot about that. You can't save your game until you build an archive. Once you build an archive, that's like the location. You have to have like a librarian assigned to the archive to auto-save your game for you. Kind of an interesting way of saving the game, but it's the first building you get. It's not like they hide it like 10 feet down the tech tree, you know what I mean? So at least it's early on in the game. I'll probably do an archive like, oh, I don't know, like over here. Sounds all right by me. We've got like this big deserty space. We might as well. I mean, we'll throw it out there. I believe we also need research. Oh, good sweet Lord Baby Jeebus. There's all kinds of stuff going on over here. Let's start with the water wheel so that we can generate water. We'll go with a dug well second. I don't know what siasoning is, but
beautiful planet. Try not to ruin it, will you?
it sounds fancy in French, so I think our society needs that. And we also have water storage, which is probably a good idea. The Oldowan toolkit. You can do a lot with a stone axe, but it's undeniably better for more destructive tasks. When it comes to building and repairing things, more sophisticated tools are required. Okay, we also need fishing, so we're going to go ahead and there's our research queue. They've changed the way that this works. The last time I played the game, you got your researches randomly. They would just show up because it was supposed to represent that somebody in your society was having like a flash of genius. And you would get random ideas and random researches randomly. The ideas would increase the stats of your culture, and the technologies would increase the amount of buildings that you had, and also the... Oh my god, things rotated on me. Where am I right now? Oh my good sweet lord. Okay, do you think God has a favorite turtle? Like, in the beginning, right, of this game, there was a turtle flipped over on its back. Like, you think on Earth right now, God has a favorite turtle? Like, for the entire planet, he's like, yo... that red-eared slider is my favorite. Like, is that how it goes? Does he have a favorite fox? Does he have a favorite snake? I hope not. Snakes are the worst. I don't understand what's appealing about a snake. It's not a pet. It's an animated stick that can bite you. That's all that it is. I had a girlfriend who had like 100 snakes, and she firmly believed that every single one of them had a distinct personality. And I was like, I don't think snakes are capable of that. I'll be honest, as an outside observer right now, I feel like you might be a little close to the situation to properly appraise it. I don't think these snakes have personality. They just look like snakes to me. I see them, and I'm like, I don't want to be near that. I'm pretty sure that thing is my enemy. I can't tell you why it's my enemy, but I'm pretty sure it's my enemy. Now, we've got research running. I think I could speed the game up too somehow. There we go. We'll speed this up ever so slightly. We don't mean to sound like we're complaining, but we're having a tough time doing all the work with just the two of us. Is there any way to expand the civilization? Maybe bring a few helping hands? I sincerely hope there's an easy way of going about this. One that does not involve months of discomfort and weird cravings followed by hours of excruciating pain. You know. I feel like that was an oddly specific request, but the Le Cupid power... Influence? Is that it? Le Cupid. How do I use it? Distant screams indicate that Elu has discovered basic axles while researching the water wheel. Well, there you go. Can I pause the game real fast? I just want the game to be going nice and slow. So we've got the Cupidon power. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I think it was like control or something like that. Yeah, I think it was. There we go.
Some sort of fairy godmother?
Apparently, Adahi and Elu are in love. Their faith in you has increased. Good. You should be faithful, because if you don't, I will strike you down with lightning. I would be the worst god ever. They'd be like, hey, that dude Derek, he's been talking trash about you, God. He's been talking trash about you. He's been saying all kinds of stuff, like you don't care about us. He's been saying things that, frankly, are kind of blasphemous, my dude. That's all I'm saying. I'm like, yo, bring Derek to me. And I would force lightning him in front of the entire, just bzzz. I'd be like, yup, how do you feel now, Derek? How do you feel now? Exactly. Am I useless now, Derek? He would find out the hard way. He would find out the hard way. They're in there mating and doing their thing. The Book of Love. What is that right there? Is that like the wind direction? I think that's got to be the wind direction. That has to be what that is. Oh, yeah. They're doing a little bit of baby making right now. Whack, 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 whack.
Oh, would you look at that? A little baby Nugget. Aren't they adorable when they're young? Don't get too attached, though. They're still mortal after all. Plus, they will soon be old enough to have an opinion and make questionable life decisions. Let's see how much you like them then.
You know, it's a phase. You go through it. I went through it. You make questionable decisions. I'm 31 and I still make questionable decisions. I still have not found the secret to wisdom. The best you can do is stay open to it. Try to collect what little bits and pieces you can, when and where you can. Yeah, let's put in a water wheel right over here. That sounds good. They're going to need access to water pretty soon. Otherwise, they're all going to die of thirst. I'm going to feel like an idiot on the internet. And I'm trying really hard. Like, I'm really making an extra effort lately to not feel like an idiot on the internet. So stick with me. We're going to be okay. Once the water wheel is sprung to action, that'll mean that we've got one of our basic needs taken care of. Our society is going to grow pretty rapidly. I'm pretty sure Nuggets fall in love on their own. I don't have to do that. We are struggling to agree on names for our little ones. Adahi keeps wanting to call them something trivial like Stick and Stone, but I'm not ready to break his bones. I suggested more appropriate names, but he believes I'm trying too hard. Can you help us settle this? Baptize with proper names the little brats with reverie trees. How do I do that? Shumaki? I don't know. I'm gonna name this one Turd. Yep, that one's name is Turd. And this one's name is Feather. I'm pretty good at naming. I'm just saying. I'm pretty solid at naming stuff. I think my kids are going to be really, really happy with the names I come up with. Feather more so than Turd. Oh, God. This is what I do on the internet every single day. This is what I do, strangely enough. Makes no sense to me. Don't ask me. I don't know why it's turned out like this. I just know that it has. I have a science degree. A hard science degree. I took physics and chemistry and stuff. And now this is what I do on the internet. I name animated characters Turd and make jokes about it. We never grow up. We never grow up. But I got to tell you that age-old story. My buddy worked at a pharmaceutical company with, like, people with doctorates, chemists, all kinds of engineers and, like, crazy people that can make all kinds of bombs and explosives and, you know, medicines and everything else you can imagine, just using the power of their brains and a little bit of ingenuity. And they needed to decide on a name for what their team was going to be if they had a viral outbreak at their facility. So it was like a level 2 facility or level 3 facility. The one that I'm talking about right now is like the number 2 facility after the CDC in Atlanta. It's here in California. They have like the bubonic plague there and all kinds of random stuff that they do research on. And what the chemists, engineers, and highly decorated, educated people came up with is that the team would be called the Farts. The First Action Reaction Team. That's what they came up with. And so, you know, I'm glad to know that I'm not alone and that immaturity seems to be hard ingrained into our species in one level or another. Like, at the end of the day, we're just highly evolved monkeys.
Been working on your beach body. You're not going to spend another summer just lazing around, are you?
I mean, I would imagine that if I'm a god, I'd be looking good, dude. I would just, like, magic myself like some... I would magic myself like some Wolverine abs. I'd be looking good, though. I'd be like, I'd look like Idris Elba or like Zac Efron or something. I'd be beautiful. I'd be next level beautiful. I would descend from the skies and people would be like, oh my god. You could hear just a massive thunderous earthquake from the panties dropping. Can we hurry this along? You guys need to get this done, my dudes. Like, I need this to be achieved. We have new Nugget adults. Well, that's good because I need this to happen. I can assign a Nugget to be the Archivist. Let's put Turd as our Archivist. Perfect. Turd is the Archivist. We are now officially available for writing and stuff. We do primitive cooking over there. We've got fishing. That's what I... Oop. Fishing is what I really, really want. So what is Saison? Well, the name reads as though it was uttered by a Nugget having a seizure. The Saison is a brilliant method of improving structural integrity when digging deep holes. Right now, it's a crude implementation of the system, but allow for the construction of a well. Okay, do that next. And then I'm probably going to focus quite a bit on things that give me access. So what is this right here? That's tools. We've got storage areas. We've got grass weaving. Sure, why not? Actually, let's get shamanism instead, because I think that allows me to make, if we have shamanism, we can make graveyards, and we can make medicine for when our guys get sick, and they will, like, inevitably get sick. They will. It's going to happen. I've had so many colonies wiped out by illness in this game. Just be aware, at some point, somebody's going to get the sniffles. And once they get the sniffles, they all going to have the sniffles, and it's going to be a mess from that point forward. You guys are really not putting a whole lot of effort into this water pump, are you? Like, I'm not saying you have to get it done right now, but I am saying it's a really, really good idea for you to get it done. Can I get the levitate power? Where's my levitate power at? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. I'm going to levitate this. I'm going to levitate that all day long. Why are you not levitating? I need this from you.
This water pump system is rather advanced for such a young civilization. I mean, sure, it's built out of rocks, wood, and a bit of string, but impressive nonetheless.
They're having celebratory sex right now. This is what innovation rewards you with. This is the only reason mankind has been inventing anything since the dawn of time, because the guy that invents the coolest stuff gets to do that right there. That's pretty much it. That's been the fundamental drive since the beginning. Since the beginning. The first guy that made a stick pointy so that he could stab a squirrel with it, I guarantee you he didn't do it because he was hungry. He did it because she was hungry. I promise you, I've been a dude my entire life. I don't think we've ever invented anything for any other reason. Altruism? Nah. Profit? Maybe. But at the end of the day, a little bit of bumping uglies is all they need. So, like, do I have any new things I can build right now? I'm out here speaking the truth right now. Speaking the truth. And we've got a reservoir. That's probably a really good thing to have. Yeah, let's go ahead and we'll put the reservoir right there. 98 degrees Fahrenheit. It is a warm one out today. It's not like hot. It kind of depends on the humidity, though, because I would take 105, 110 with no humidity over 97 with like 100% humidity. Like, humidity is really what tears the whole thing. Considering we're next to a lake, it's probably pretty humid. We're like next to a lake in grasslands. It's probably pretty humid. I think we could probably accept that at face value, but let's get this reservoir done. Masami has finally graced us with her presence. Good. It's about time that I got rewarded for being a kind and gentle god. Where's the goodies at? Bring them to me.
Oh, we're doing this again, are we?
Apparently I can throw a rock. Did I murder somebody on accident? I didn't mean to murder anybody. It wasn't my intent, but I heard the sounds of misery, despair, and destruction, as tends to happen whenever I perform a miracle. Local temperature's 101. Well, at least everybody's naked, so we don't have to worry about that. That's good, although that does seem like a great way to get to... That seems like a great way to get a sunburn on your dingler. Or maybe a nice brazing to your flaps. I don't know. It's kind of a problem. What is that right there? Like, why have you built this? What is this? Is this thing glorifying how awesome I am? I can't tell. Abstract art has never really sunk in with me very well. I have a hard time understanding what it is. Like, you could just build a sign that says, God, you're awesome. I'll appreciate that. You can do that. Like, you don't have to make it all weird, made out of mammoth tusks and whatnot. Are people, like, making grumbly noises? Like, apparently they've got little voices and stuff now, too. So how much water can I pull out of this thing? So that thing's got the output right there. We've got 5 million units of water inside that lake. Sounds good. Maboto says he thought that being an adult would be fun. Boy, was he wrong. Yeah, no kidding, man. No kidding. Being an adult is just an endless string of things you don't want to do. Like, they tell you when you're an adult, you're going to have, like, maximum freedom because you're away from your parents or whatever, but your parents are just replaced by bill collectors in the government. Pretty much it. That's it. You have parents, and the difference is at least your parents care about you. Bill collectors in the government, they don't care. They don't care. Apparently my water is evaporating right now because it's too damn hot. The temperature is too damn high, but on the plus side, we've made a pretty cool improvised hot tub, just in case anybody wants to go skinny dipping. Apparently, Feather and Turd are getting married. You're marrying your sister? Bro, that's not a good look, man. That's some Lannister nonsense over there. We don't mess around with that. What is this? What are you building right here? A stone hut, huh? Did he just shout, drill, drill, drill while having sex? I don't think I like these nuggets very much. I heard that you have the power to create miracles. I've been trying to build a hut for Feather and myself to live in, but I fear that I've thrown my back out, and I can hardly lift a hammer. Let alone collect resources. If I could just get a few more materials, we can finally finish our home. I think Feather might leave me if I don't get this finished soon. I'm sure someone with a far larger set of muscles and luxury will sweep them away. I bet they'll have a good splash pool, too. I can't let that happen. Okay. What does it need? Like, I don't know how to deliver wood.
You're looking a little weak, creator.
Oh, so I can just deliver the materials. Nice. Okay, well, let's just do that then. Perfect. Apparently, I'm super awesome. I don't think you could do that before, actually. And so there it is. It turns out Feather wasn't planning to leave me. They've been out so much lately because they wanted to organize some extra muscle. Thanks to you, we can finish the hut. See, that's what you get for being paranoid, man. Don't be one of those paranoid, desperate, clingy people. I hate dating people like that. It's the worst. Like, I'm sure you've been hurt in the past, but I'm trustworthy. I'm a nice guy. You gotta, like, I know you have to earn trust, but some people, like, hella paranoid. They'd be like, where you been? Like, at the store? Who are you there with? Nobody? Myself? What's going on with that? I can't stand somebody looking over my shoulder like that all the time. It drives me crazy. I don't know. You got to stop that. This needs to be built on a foundation of trust, and if we can't have that, then we can't have this relationship. You see how this is going? I got a bad feeling we're going to run out of food soon. How hard is it to get to agriculture?
Don't worry. I expected as much. I know you have questions, but you'll learn everything in time, on your own, without bothering me.
Well, apparently we have a second hut right now. One of my favorite things about this game is that every family has like their own little sigil on the front of their hut. And as the huts spread out, you get some really, really cool designs on these little front areas right here. The houses. Makes me happy. Makes me happy. What in the hell is this? Did I build 2 archives on accident? So that's an archive. What is this? What have you created right here? Maybe it's like my first stockpile? I don't know. Either way, it's kind of cool looking. It's got LEDs on it, so like the person inside of me that likes underlighting and LEDs and like steampunk and cyberpunk stuff is okay with it. I'm okay with it. I give them my full permission to put LEDs on everything that they want to put LEDs on. We've got a fishing hut right here. That's probably a good thing to have. Let's go ahead and organize some fishing. What's that going to take? 20 wood?
So, you uprooted a tree. Now what?
I can help with this. I can make this go faster.
No!
Why are you guys so upset that I'm helping you? Like, I'm assisting right now. I'm being like a kind and generous god at the moment, and y'all are screaming and ranting and raving like it's the most terrifying thing you've ever... You're all acting like you've never seen somebody levitate a 5-ton rock before. There we go. All good to go. See, that'll speed up building tremendously. I'm going to help out with these resources nonstop, I think. We're going to get that done. We'll assign somebody to being a fisherman. And then once we have a fisherman, we'll be able to gather food. But this is the Universim, the newest release of it. Their Steam release, re-release, whatever you want to call it. If you like the gameplay, hit the like button down below. It helps out more than you know. On top of that, you can download the game down below in the description. My name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in indie games so that you don't have to. And if you wanted to support me, you can go to the Patreon and do that there, although it's never required or expected. I will see you all later. Take care, and hi-do, everybody.